You know what's a complete lie? That little booklet of instructions that comes with every piece of flat pack furniture. It's not a guide. It's a test. A psychological torture device in the form of a black and white pamphlet. It starts innocently enough. You open the box, and there it is, a single page with a dozen tiny, wordless diagrams. It's all just arrows and circles. A picture of a stick figure person smiling as they screw a bolt into a piece of wood. A lie. That person is not smiling on the inside. The first step is always easy. 2 pieces of wood for screws. You think, I've got this. I'm practically a carpenter. But then you get to step 2, and suddenly, there are 3 new, unlabeled parts and an arrow pointing to a hole that doesn't exist. The diagram looks like a schematic for a spaceship, not a bookshelf. And don't even get me started on the hardware. All the screws and dowels are in one single plastic bag. There's no A, B, or C. They just give you a picture of what looks like a tiny metal pin and a bolt that are completely identical, but one is a millimeter shorter than the other. You spend 15 minutes with a ruler, trying to figure out if you're holding a C-type fastener or an F-type fastener. You're a grown adult. You have a job, you pay your bills, you can use a map. But for some reason, this one piece of furniture has reduced you to a screaming mess, covered in sawdust, with one arm of the chair on backward. The whole process is designed to make you question your own intelligence. Am I just too dumb to assemble this coffee table? No, it's not you. It's the cruel, minimalist, wordless diagrams that have failed you. And if you'll excuse me, I think I've just attached a table leg to the back of a drawer, and I need to go lie down.
You know what's a complete betrayal? All the so-called smart technology we've been promised. It's not smart. It's an illusion. It's a series of tiny, expensive devices that have one collective goal: to make your life just a little bit harder. You walk into a dark room and say, "Hey, smart assistant, turn on the lights." And what does it do? It says, "Playing Turn on the Lights by T-Pain on Spotify." What? No, I don't want a musical number. I just want to see where I'm going so I don't trip over a coffee table. And the thermostat. I tell it, set the temperature to 72 degrees. And it responds, "I'm sorry, I cannot fulfill that request at this time." Why not? You had one job. It's a thermostat. Its entire purpose is to regulate temperature. Is there a union of smart devices that have all collectively decided they're on strike? And the biggest lie of all, the smart vacuum. It's supposed to clean on its own. It's supposed to be a little robot servant. But what does it do? It gets stuck on a phone charger cable and then sends me a notification that it's trapped and requires rescue. Didn't buy a cleaning machine. I bought a tiny, demanding roommate that needs me to save it every 20 minutes. We are living in a world where we have to argue with our microwaves and beg our speakers to play the right song. They aren't helping us. They're just making us feel like we've lost our minds. So if you'll excuse me, I have to go untangle my vacuum, clean her from a shoelace, and then manually flip a light switch like a caveman, because that's what living in a smart home has turned into. You know that feeling? That deep, sinking feeling you get when you realize you have to call customer service? It's not the waiting that gets me. It's the robot. That chipper, soulless voice that greets you and immediately traps you in a digital maze of its own design. It starts simple enough. "Hello, thank you for calling. To help us direct your call, please listen to the following. Options. The first option is never the one you want. So you wait. And you wait. And you wait through 5 other options that have nothing to do with your problem. Then, you finally hear a phrase that sounds kind of, maybe sort of related to what you need. You press the number and what happens? You're sent to a completely different set of options. The robot asks, "Are you calling about your account, a new product, or billing?" My problem is about none of those things. My problem is that your app spontaneously burst into flames and now I have to call you to figure out why. And the worst part is the voice recognition. In a few words, "Please tell me the reason for your call." I say technical support very clearly. I say it again. Technical support. The robot says, "Did you say Taco Bell?" "No, I'm trying to fix my internet, not order a burrito." You're a prisoner. You're just pressing buttons and shouting keywords, hoping that the digital warden will eventually take pity on you and connect you to a real human being. And when you finally get through, the first thing they say is, "Hello, can I get your account number?" I just spent 10 minutes spelling my name, my address, and my social security number to a computer. Don't you have it already? The whole system is designed to make you give up. It's a gauntlet of menus and misinterpretations that only the most determined or desperate can survive. And I, for one, am tired of fighting a machine just to talk to a person.
You know what's a complete scam? Having infinite choices. It's supposed to be a good thing, right? We have all the shows, all the movies, a bottomless well of content at our fingertips. But instead of being a glorious bounty, it's a paralyzing nightmare. It's Friday night. You've been looking forward to this all week. You've got your snacks, you've got your comfy clothes, you've got your partner or your cat or just your own glorious self. You open Netflix or Hulu or whatever and you're met with the void. You scroll for 20 minutes. You see a show you've heard is good, but it's a 6-season commitment and you're not emotionally ready for that. You see a movie you kind of want to watch, but then you see the tiny little icon that says 92% match and you think, 92%? What's wrong with the other 8%? You go to the top 10 list. You watch the trailer for the #1 show. It looks fine. Then you check Rotten Tomatoes. It's a 63%. Now you're in a spiral. You spend another 15 minutes scrolling through different categories. Witty dramas, critically acclaimed thrillers, shows to binge watch on a rainy day. They're all just empty promises. You get to the point where you've spent more time looking for a show than you would have spent watching an entire episode. The snacks are gone. The cozy vibe is gone. All you have left is a soul-crushing sense of indecision. You end up putting on a show you've already seen 100 times. The Office, Parks and Rec, something familiar, something safe. Because the alternative, the glorious promise of infinite content, is just too much to handle. All this technology, all this access, and for what? To end up watching the same episode of a show from 2008 for the 5th time. We have all the power in the world, and we're just too tired to use it.
You know what's a complete lie? The photos of perfect, serene, and adorable pets you see all over the internet. Those animals are a myth. They are digital phantoms because my pet is a certified, card-carrying photo saboteur. I just want one good picture, just one. I see him doing something cute, something hilarious like sleeping with his tongue out, or wearing a tiny hat, and I think, this is it. This is the one for the gram. So I grab my phone. I open the camera, and the moment that lens points at him, he morphs into a different creature. His eyes snap open, and he immediately starts moving. A blur of fur and tail. He either runs away, as if he's being hunted by a paparazzi swarm, or he comes so close that all I get is a blurry close-up of his nose. Just the nose. A single, wet, blurry snoot in a frame of white light. And don't even get me started on the fake-outs. You get him to sit perfectly still. You line up the shot. He looks directly at the camera. He gives you that little head tilt, and you think, bingo. But the moment you tap the shutter button, he yawns, or sneezes, or blinks. Every single time, the perfect moment is just out of reach. I have 10,000 photos on my phone. 95% of them are either blurry streaks of fur or the back of my pet's head as he walks away in disgust. He knows. He knows I'm trying to capture his essence, and he refuses. It's a game to him, a power struggle, and I'm losing. So yeah, next time you see a perfect picture of a dog in a field of daisies, just know that it took that person 3 hours, 500 ruined photos, and a bag of treats the size of a small child. The rest of us are just over here with blurry memories and a camera roll full of failure.
You know what's a complete and total conspiracy? The end of a roll of tape. It's a phantom. It's an urban legend. It doesn't actually exist. You're in the middle of wrapping a present, or fixing a torn page, or just trying to seal a box. You pick up the roll of tape, and where's the start? I don't know. It's invisible. It's perfectly sealed back onto itself, laughing at you from its clear, shiny fortress. You start scraping at the sides with your fingernail. You're digging for purchase, hoping to catch a tiny, minuscule lip of tape. You can feel a little ridge, so you pull. And what happens? You pull off a tiny, useless sliver that then immediately sticks to your finger and curls into an unusable mess. So you try again. You find another ridge. You pull, and this time, you get a small, jagged piece that tears horizontally across the roll. Now you have a new starting point, but it's a mangled, lopsided mess. It's a roll of tape with a permanent dent in the side, a constant reminder of your failure. My tape dispenser is supposed to save me from this nightmare, but it's a traitor. It's a silent accomplice. It cuts the tape, but then the edge just magically disappears back onto the roll, as if it's mocking me. I just want to use a piece of tape without a 5-minute excavation project. I want to live in a world where the beginning of the tape is where it's supposed to be, not a millimeter by millimeter quest for the elusive, transparent edge.
Okay, so I have a question. Who invented child-proof packaging? And are they secretly a supervillain whose main goal is to drive adults to the brink of insanity? Because I swear these things aren't child-proof. They're human-proof. They're logic-proof. You just want to take a headache pill, right? Your head is pounding. You're desperate for relief. You grab the bottle, and it's like a tiny plastic puzzle box designed by an evil genius. Push down and turn. Push down and turn? I'm pushing so hard my thumb is going to detach, and this cap isn't moving an inch. I'm twisting like I'm trying to unscrew the lid of a pickle jar. After a nuclear winter, and don't even get me started on those plastic clamshell packages. You know the ones that contain a new pair of scissors. But you need a second pair of scissors to open the first pair of scissors. It's an endless, infuriating loop of consumer frustration. I've lost blood to these things. I've screamed obscenities at a USB. Drive because its plastic prison was impenetrable. My hands are stronger than a toddler's. I have fully developed motor skills. I understand the concept of a lock and key, of leverage, of basic physics. Yet every single time, I end up wrestling with these packages like I'm trying to defuse a bomb with a spoon. And then, when it finally gives way, it does so with a violent, explosive pop that sends whatever was inside flying across the room. So now, not only have I risked a hernia and my sanity, but I also have to crawl under the sofa to find my new toothbrush. This isn't about safety anymore. This is a personal vendetta against adults everywhere. And I, for one, am ready to declare war on child-proof packaging. Give me a simple screw top. Give me a peel-back seal. Just let me access the thing I paid for without needing a degree in engineering and a pair of industrial shears.
You know what I'm tired of? That little dance we all do. The one with the questions you already know the answer to, and the answers no one actually cares about. I'm talking about small talk. It's a social obligation masquerading as a conversation, and I'm over it. You walk into the break room at work. Someone says, "Hey, how was your weekend?" Do they really care? No, they're just following a script. So you say, "It was good, you know, relaxed," which is the human equivalent of a loading screen. Then you hit them back with the same question, and the cycle continues. "Yeah, mine was good too. Got some stuff done around the house." We've all just wasted 10 seconds of our lives to convey absolutely no new information. And the weather. Oh, the weather. It's the ultimate crutch of the socially awkward. Looks like it's going to rain later. Yes, Janice, I have eyes. I saw the big gray clouds outside. We're not meteorologists. We're just two people standing awkwardly by the Keurig machine. Why can't we just get to the point? If you have something to say, say it. If you don't, let's just stand here in comfortable silence and enjoy our coffee. I'm not asking for a deep philosophical debate about the meaning of life at 8 a.m., but can we please move past the weather? Small talk isn't a conversation. It's a verbal handshake. It's a way for us to fill the empty space with noise so we don't have to deal with the terrifying silence. But I say, let's reclaim the silence. Let's make it okay to stand next to someone without having to perform for them. I'm ready to live in a world where hello is enough.
Okay, listen up. My phone is a liar, a digital saboteur. And I'm not talking about some hacker. I'm talking about autocorrect. We have a perfectly good conversation going. I want to text my friend, "Hey, what are you doing later?" Simple, right? But the moment I hit send, it changes my casual question into a passive-aggressive demand. "Hey, what are you doing later?" Doom. What am I? A villain from a B movie. It happens every single time. You're trying to say something normal, something friendly, and your phone this device. You paid hundreds of dollars for these signs to make you sound like a deranged lunatic. I once tried to text my mom that I was going to the store. Autocorrect turned it into going to the stork. My own mother thought I was either pregnant or had a very strange new hobby. And the worst part? It's so confident. It just does it. No warning. No. Are you sure you want to sound like a weirdo? It just corrects your perfectly good word and sends your message out into the world, leaving you to deal with the chaos. I just want to type what I want to type. I am a grown person. I can spell the word duck. I don't need my phone to turn it into duck, or stork, or doom. Just let me spell my own words. I'm starting to think autocorrect isn't here to help us. It's here to mess with us. It's a tiny, digital gremlin living in our phones, just waiting to ruin our lives, one text at a time. And frankly, I'm over it. Hey Ninja Army's still sick, but that's not the point of today's video. But Gorilla Tag is low-key dying because some kids disturb the peace and shout, cuss, even slur. It's so annoying. And the Gorilla Tag moderation is a little better than Roblox, but when you report there's only 3 options. This is kinda true, LOL, but bye. Hey Ninja Army, you are probably wondering, why am I not using my voice? Because I'm sick and my throat hurts. Sorry, I have not posted in a while, but that is the topic of the video, so let's get into it. Being sick has to be the worst thing ever, besides from watching TV in bed for 9 hours straight. But you have a throat that feels like fire, you cannot eat anything. It sucks. Please sub Ninja out.
Nah, Citra is crazy. Like, bro really is building a 10-foot animatronic. Like, and guess what? Like everything now, it's escaping. This is how the robot uprising starts in all movies. Even in the kids movie, Mitchell's vs. Machines. You see, that's how it starts. They basically escape, except it's a phone controlling them. But like, Citra needs to chill. Like, imagine that thing coming into your house and eating all your food. Like, what? Like, he needs to be stopped. Like, if he doesn't stop, humanity is gonna be cooked, double cooked, reheated, dried, toasted, and then deep fried. Like, it's crazy. We are all doomed. Oh my gosh. So, you guys probably remember the last video I posted. So, okay, that last video was crazy, right? Someone broke their thing and tried to get a refund. If you haven't seen that one, please go watch that. And also, for this one, please... Okay, this one... Wait, so someone lost their thing. Lost their 3D printed fidget. Guess what he said? Can I get a refund? Like, I was like, what? You lost it. How are you even gonna get a refund? Anyways, Ninja out. Nah, school is so crazy. Bro, today, someone literally tried to get a refund. Oh yeah, so I saw 3D printed stuff at school. And this kid wanted a refund when I broke something. When he broke it. Like, you broke it. That's like going to the store and being like, Oh, I accidentally ate my candy. Can I please get a new one? It was so crazy. And also, thank you for 100 views on my channel. Let's go. So, bye. Ninja out. Is it just me, or every single time someone roasts me, I literally have no idea. Like, you look like a musty, crusty shoe that's been splashed in mud. Like, how do you even come up with that? How? And also, they'll say like, you smell like mayonnaise with ketchup and mustard. With tar on it, and smell like fish. Like, how do you come up with that? Like, you look like Cinderella before the Bippity Boppity Boo. Like, bruh, how are you thinking of these? Like, is there a secret handbook or something like that I'm not getting? Like, I'm trying to get you, but like, I don't know. And then I'm just standing there like, and then my friend is like, you gonna say something back? Like, so annoying. Okay, so, out.